Welcome everybody, it's Jack here from Gingerbets and welcome to the Gingerbets Golf Betting Insights weekly YouTube show where this week I'm previewing the Valspar Championship taking place in Florida. Copperhead Golf Course will host some of the world's best players and there is no respite for them after last week's tough test at the Players Championship. They walk out of that with little rest into another challenging golf course, one of Florida's finest, and it will test every single part of their game. So it's going to make for some interesting viewing and some interesting scoring. As ever, if you're new to these videos, let me tell you what's coming your way in the next 5, 6, 7 minutes. We're going to keep it short, sharp and brief this week. So I'm going to look at the course, the key skill sets required, and then bring you my best outright selections with the reasons why. But before I do that, if you are a golf fan, if you're taking your golf more seriously in 2022, if you're trying to back plenty more winners, then may I encourage you to head over to some different Twitter handles other than Gingerbets. But no, joking aside, then take a look in the description box below. There is an offer to sign up to the weekly newsletter that I produce, and there's so much more content than I can bring you in this short video. It is bound to help you with your golf betting, save you time, give you an edge over the bookmakers, and make you more informed when placing your golf wagers. All the description or details are in the description box below, should I say, and it's free of charge. There's no sales pitch, there's no spam. It's just one weekly email direct to your inbox to help you have a better chance of making money with your golf betting. So let's get into this week's course, the setup, the skill sets required, and those all-important outright selections. And I'm confident of a winner this week. I've been saying that for some time, but I do feel like the tide will change soon, and this is a great week for it to do so. Just before major season heats up, to build the confidence and to get some money in our pockets. So the course itself this week, a par 71. It is different to many courses on tour. 5 par 3s this week, 4 par 5s, 3 of them over 550 yards, and they are demanding. We will come on to that. This is a tough driving test. Again, we'll come on to it in the skill sets required section, but this ranks in the top 3 hardest courses for strokes gained off the tee. It's not a long course. You have to play for position, and again, that means that the players will have plenty of long approach shots, which we will come on to in just a second. It's going to challenge the players off the tee. It's going to challenge them on approach play. The putting here isn't the most difficult, so do expect putts to be rolled in left, right and centre from 10, 15 and 20 foot. You're going to have a player this week that moves the ball both ways off the tee and with iron in hand. If you read all the reports from the players, they talk about ball control, trajectory and shot shape consistently. Every single one of them mentions it, so that gives you an insight into the test that face the players this week. So let's get into those key skill sets. We've just touched on a few of them and we'll take it from the tee box as we always do. We're going to look at good drives gained. Everyone will drum on about accuracy this week. Well, let me tell you that the players that have won this in recent years have often ranked outside the top 50 in accuracy. It's not the be all and end all, but it is of obvious benefit if you're playing from the short stuff. It's more important to be hitting your shots from the tee box to the right part of the fairway, even if you miss them in that first cut of rough, to open up the angles to these pins. There are plenty of dog legs left and right this week, so players are going to have to shape the ball. The way the course sets up, they're going to have to lay up off the tee to certain areas, very much like Pete Dye courses. This isn't a Pete Dye course, but it sets up like one off the tee box. So it's strokes gained, good drives gained off the tee. Then want to look at approach play and a key distance of 175 to 200 yards, and that's because 20% of shots or more will come from that range this week. So look for players that are dialed in with those long irons. If you're looking at players massive off the tee, such as DJ and Cockcrack, you might want to look at their data from 150 to 175 yards, because it might just be that they fall in that range for the majority of shots, just given their extra length. But like I said, players can't bomb it here, so it makes the players have long approach shots. I then want to look at par 3 scoring. Because there's 5 of them, it's obvious that we should look at that area, but then more importantly, we're going to look at par 5 scoring. You're going to have to dominate the par 5s if you're going to be successful this week. These are some of the hardest par 5s on tour. That usually the par 5s average over half a stroke under their par, so 4.5 would be the average for all the players. These do not. There's only one of them out of the 4 that ranks under a half a stroke easier than its standard par. The rest are demanding par 5s, so we're going to look at players that dominate that. And then since the redesign, its strokes gained around the green. Players have had to perform well with their short game. You don't want to be making bogeys this week. It's going to be, I would expect, 10, 11, 12 under par. If conditions are soft as expected, there's been plenty of rain last week in Florida, then maybe 14, 15 under par, but it won't be lower than that. The history tells us that this is a tough and challenging track. So they're the key skill sets that I think you should be considering if narrowing down your own portfolio. But if you're following Gingerbets, that is what I've looked into this week in detail. Make a comment in the comments box below if you think I've missed anything. If there's anything you think's of key importance, let me know. I know there's some regular commentaries, comments that go into the box from different people, so please keep them coming. It is important that they come in. They help with YouTube visibility, and also I love interacting with them, so let me know what you think the key skill sets are this week. So let's get into those all-important outright selections. I've got 5 of them. If you're into outsiders, though, do sign up for the newsletter, because there's 4 outsiders this week, and they're all over 100 to 1, with one of them at 200 to 1, and I'm really keen on the 200 to 1 shot. I snapped it up straight away, 8 places each way in the UK. I'd suggest a top 20 bet on him as well. So have a look in the description box. All the details are there. It's free. It's useful. It will help you pick more winners and save you time and give you some insights. It'll be part of your golf reading weekly updates, package, research, whatever you wish to call it, but it will certainly help. So let's get into these outrights. Well, headlining the portfolio for the week is a player that's never won on the PGA Tour, but he is a major champion, and when I think of ball striking, moving the ball, controlling trajectory, he fits the bill nicely. He's also got 3 top 10s in his last 4 visits here. Headlining the portfolio, Louis Oosthuizen, 22 to 1, 8 places, 20 to 1, BetMGM in the USA. Second up is another player that was on the radar last week. I tipped him up last week. He performed well, failed a bit on the back 9 on Sunday. I was hoping for a place payout. Unfortunately, he missed those, but I'm going to stick with him. His game's in real good shape. He should have won at the Honda. He challenged at the Players' Championship on a course that doesn't demand length, that requires good short game and shot shaping with iron and off the tee box. I got to be backing him. He's first in par 4 scoring from 400 to 450 yards. There's 5 holes in that range this week. He's in the top 10 for strokes gained, par 5 scoring and approach play. Shane Lowry, 25 to 1, BetMGM, 28 to 1, 8 places in the UK. He'll be the second selection of the week. Third up then is a player that I think is very similar to Cam Smith, and I think he can win a big tournament and compete in the majors this week. He's got an unbelievable iron game, a short game to match. He's not the longest off the tee, but that's what I like about him for this week's test at the Valspar, where you have to play for position. He hits more fairways than many in this field. He's in the top 10 for fairways gained, for good drives gained, and then when it comes to approach play, par 3 scoring in the top 20, par 5 scoring and top 20 from 175 to 200 yards. Statistically, he sets up well. He's returned to form recently after a bit of a run in the doldrums. Abraham Answer, 28 to 1, BetMGM, 33 to 1, William Hill, 8 places available in the UK. Sign up for that. He's got an outstanding chance for me this week. Now for 2 bigger price players, I'm going to look at a previous winner. He's a winner, and he also comes here off good result at the Players' Championship, where he finished in the top 10, a backdoor tied 9th. He performed really well with his irons and with his putter, and that's what's going to be required this week. I think he's got an outstanding chance. His price is a little shorter. I was hoping for 80 to 1. He's 66 to 1. He's in the top 10 for par 3 scoring. He ranks in the top 20 for good drives gained, for bogey avoidance and scrambling. He's in good form, as that result at the Players shows. 66 to 1. Adam Hadwin's the man. Can the Canadian get another victory at the Valspar Championship? I think he's got an outstanding chance this week. And then rounding off the portfolio is a player that is another major champion, a PGA Tour winner, a Ryder Cup player. He had a dismal 2021, but this course is one that will set up well. He hits more fairways than most. His iron play is elite, and he's showing signs of consistency in his game. With 6 cuts out of 6 made of recent times, he didn't string that sequence of results together. One once in 2021. The signs are good. I believe that Francesco Molinari has an outstanding chance. And just to give you one other key snippet, he's first in par 3 scoring over the last 24 rounds on the PGA Tour, and there's 5 of them in each round this week for him to attack. 110 to 1 BetMGM, 100 to 1 8 places William Hill. He will round out the portfolio for the week. Good luck this week. Thank you for listening. Thanks for your patience, staying with the channel, and all your support. It's massively appreciated. Spread the word. Make some comments in the description. Tell me who you think your top 20 pick is, your outsider, and your most confident outright selection for this week's Valspar Championship. Good luck with your wagers, and thank you again from me.